Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to 30 Teens, 30 Dreams, Destination University. We are doing a special interview series the entire month of April, one student per day, to share how they chose to dream incredibly big and made the decision to get started on their journey for college admissions and land in their dream college for the fall of 2021. I am super excited for you to meet today Savannah. Savannah hails from Southern California. She attends a private Catholic school, and she's been admitted to a number of colleges across California. And more importantly, Savannah has earned over $750,000 in merit scholarship. She's going to tell you all about that, and she's going to tell you which one of all of the scholarships she earned that she is choosing to take on for her to land as her home this fall. Now, something that she'll share more about is her Coolness Factor, is this law enforcement program, this Explorer program that she did along the way. And when we met Savannah in Essay Camp, I have to tell you, all of us, the entire faculty at Essay Camp, we were completely impressed. So I can't wait for you to meet her. So welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Cynthia Colon, founder of Dream College Academy and College Essay Bootcamp. If you are a college-bound teen or a champion of one, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So welcome today, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do a sound check. Savannah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we're gonna get started. She knows, Savannah already knows I have 5 questions for her. And so I think I know where she's gonna choose, but we'll see where she does. So Savannah, let's go ahead, and why don't you start by sharing with our audience a little bit about like how many colleges did you apply to, where have you been admitted, and walk us through some of the scholarship dollars that you've earned.
Yeah, so I have been admitted to 11 out of the 12 colleges I applied to, and the amount of scholarships I received was $787,000. And I really took like a long time to like kind of decide, because I wanted to wait and receive like all the financial aid and everything. And like maybe January, February, I started to narrow down which ones I wanted to really go to and where I saw myself. So I kind of chose between 4 to 5 colleges that I really saw myself.
Wow, that's amazing. Like, so when someone hears that number of over $775,000 in scholarship, can you share with those who are new to this process? Did you have to apply to the college and then separately apply to these scholarships, or how does one earn merit dollars?
So it originally based, like when you apply and then you submit the FAFSA early on, they can right away award you scholarships based on this college you attend. But for some of them, you have to apply like to separate scholarships within the university. So like for one of them, it was the Azusa Pacific University, which was the Trustee scholarship that required many like scholarships and like essays to do separately to be awarded that scholarship. So yeah.
It's interesting that, to note that some are just sort of automatic and some really take a lot of effort, putting in extra essays and sometimes even interviews and things like that. So, okay, we'll get to some of that in a little bit as well. Now, generally speaking, so you said you applied to 12, you were admitted to 11, so that is a pretty good scorecard. So as you look back on how you approach college admissions, what were some of the things that you did right, whether they were academically or some of the extracurriculars? What were some strategies that you used along the way?
So I started early with this essays very early on in the summer. And then I also started talking to the counselors of the colleges I wanted to attend, so like they can get to know me, ask questions, and then know that I'm interested in their college and wanting to like build that friendship with them if I do want to attend that college. And I also found a app called Raise Me that awards micro scholarships for like anything you do throughout your high school 4 years. So like community service or honors or even the grades you receive. So like for an example, for Whittier College, I received a Raise Me scholarship worth like a little over $10,000. And when I was admitted to Whittier College, I received a scholarship almost worth like $20,000. So I was, if I am admitted and I want to enroll, I would be awarded $30,000 annually. So it's
Oh
fairly.
my goodness. Oh, this is, see, I learned something new every single day from each one of our guests. So Raise Me is an app that as you put in more accomplishments, it sounds like it's accumulating some dollars that you can exchange. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, and then on the app, they give you like a certain deadline when to submit the Raise Me scholarship. And like if you miss it, then you won't be awarded that. But if you do meet it in like your finalized like senior year, then you can submit it and then they'll record it for you.
And when did you start using this app, Raise Me?
I started using it my junior year. That's when I found it when I was zooming in on a little webinar for Whittier College. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try it out and see. And it had most of my colleges, but it doesn't have Cal States or like the UCs. It specifically has
Sure.
like mostly private colleges.
Okay, well, that's a great tip. That's a great tip. Okay, so this next question is I've been waiting to have you share a little bit about yourself because this is where we really fell in love with you. So some people may not be familiar with the law enforcement, the Explorer programs, and I think there are several. And I know, being from Southern California, I'm familiar with it. But share a bit about this is what we called what Vince and Chris and I all said. This is her coolness factor. So share what is the Explorer program, and share specifically what you did in the Explorer program.
So the Explorer program is mainly for teens, or you can also be sort of like an adult before you enter the law enforcement career, which is like 21 or like 22, you can start applying. So basically it's for us to get ready and see if we do want to join like a law enforcement career. We are able to do ride-alongs, do basically anything, but like kind of limited to what police officers do, of course. We can like I said, ride-alongs, do building searches, even write like pretend tickets and volunteer in the community as well. And also like call out suspects that we see, like pretending. And we do like a lot of PT training, physical training, to just to stay fit, when we do want to join the academy in a couple of years. So we do basically a little bit of everything and just apply it so we can be ready for the future.
Oh my gosh. So give us a couple of examples of certain, like, I don't know, I want to call them courses, but you learned how to do ticketing, and then you had physical training, of course, and you did some other things. So I can't remember some, but I always remember thinking, oh my gosh, that's so cool that you get to do, and I can't remember. Share some of the other things that you learned how to do.
Well, I learned the phonetics and mostly all of the codes that the officers say while they're in like pursuit and like yes, talking over the walkie-talkie and everything, just calling out signs and everything, and that was like mostly it. So and like a lot of
Yeah.
buildings were just like around the building, like everyone would be in like a perimeter and then we call out, oh, you're over here. So like you can enter and then we knew how to arm like a suspect and like pat them down and see if they had like a weapon or anything, just to be safe.
Uh, so along those lines, I imagine, so what is going to be your major as you go into college?
Well, I was kind of like debating because for every college it had like a different major I wanted to do, of course. So for APU, it had both social work and criminal justice, but I was really undecided of which one to choose because they were both really great programs. So I went as undecided, and for that college, I would be looking into like the first 2 years, see which one I want to go into. But for like Whittier College, I did social work. And then like for University of Laverne, I did criminology. So really based on the college. And I fell in love with all of those majors really. So I just want to be in the realm of law enforcement, um, even though it's kind of different, but all of those majors still fall under the probation officer job I do want to do as I grow up. So it's really helpful.
Okay, awesome. You have really done your homework. And when we talk about Coolness Factor, we really tell students it's really something that you love to do, and you continue to pursue it throughout high school. So in addition to obviously your academics, you were pursuing this interest of yours that is going to be for the long term. So excellent job. Now, the next question is really, every teenager typically has one regret or something that you wish you would have done, looking back, you would have done differently, or something like that. So for you, Savannah, looking back, is there any regret, or I should put it this way, like, do you have any advice for someone who's maybe a freshman or sophomore getting started with this process?
Yeah, so when I was like going through this process, I didn't really believe in myself throughout the whole process. Like even from the beginning in the summer, I was like, oh, are these essays good enough, or like I didn't even believe I would really get into any college because I thought I wasn't really qualified as many other students and my friends were. I was like, oh, I don't even have the right GPA, I don't have like the rigorous academic courses like from other people were taking, like all the APs. Like I mainly did honors courses, and I did do one AP. So I was like, oh, I can't do it, I don't even have that many things to write down in my college like overview and like when I submit it. But I think my advice would be just to believe in yourself and all that you have done in your high school career, because just believe in yourself, because when you do, others will see it. And even though you did maybe one thing throughout high school, that can be really important. The little things count. So just believe in yourself and have faith.
Oh, I love this advice. Now, I'm going to just say for our viewers and listeners that we saw that sort of when you were going through essay camp, there was something that happened, I think sort of day 3. And all of a sudden we all said to you, oh my goodness, like you really have this really great thing. Now, again, you may not have the highest GPA, you may not have taken all of the honors APs, but for you, we could really see that the whole package of you really made sense. What you wanted to do as a career, what you had been doing in terms of your co-curriculars, it all really matched up, and you were going to be a great fit somewhere. So Savannah, I'm just going to say, Savannah we had 119 campers, essay campers last summer, and most of them finished 4 or 5 essays. And literally a handful of them will finish 8 essays. And Savannah was one of those students who finished 8 essays in a span of 5 days. So I would say your confidence really did grow in just a few days and continue. So that all being said, the time has come. So tell us, tell us the 3 schools you narrowed it down to, and then reveal to the world where you're going to be a freshman this coming fall.
So I narrowed it down to the University of Laverne, Whittier College, and Azusa Pacific University. And then I ultimately decided that I wanted to attend Azusa Pacific in the fall.
Oh my gosh, yay! Azusa Pacific University. Okay, I got to put my little party hat on for you. I'm so excited. Azusa APU. Now, my best friend from high school also attended APU. How do you know? So it's near and dear to my heart. So excited for you. Okay, so do you have anybody with you? Is your mama or someone with you that can come on over and say hello?
Yes, I'm here. You can't really
show your face, Mom, and just say how proud you are of your daughter.
I am extremely proud. Her dad too. We are very proud of her. Yeah. She tried her hardest, and we're very happy.
Well, you should be super proud, and obviously all of her hard work paid off and will save you lots of money, right?
Yes. We're finally going to not pay tuition. I think we've been paying tuition for like 20 years. And finally, I get to travel the world.
Yes, we can put that in savings. Now, Savannah, share with our viewers and listeners a little bit about APU and why. So let me start by saying Savannah is one of, correct me if I'm wrong, one of 7 students in the entire freshman class at APU to receive a full tuition scholarship. She had to go through a big process to get to earn one of these, and it's a huge, huge, big deal. So that being said, that obviously played a role in your decision. But other than that, what made it feel, what makes APU feel like home for you?
Well, I have always been at like a Catholic school all my life. So knowing that APU integrates faith into their academics throughout all the 4 years really brought me to that school, because I am able to grow in faith and my academics as well, and incorporate that not only into my academics, but also afterwards in the career I do want to go into and help others as well. So yeah.
That is so beautiful. And actually, I'll just, as I said just a minute ago, my very best girlfriend from high school was a salutatorian, and she was admitted to a number of colleges and chose APU for that very same reason. So it is faith-based. It's a really great community, and I'm so excited for you to be part of that community. Now, the tuition, the trustee scholarship, that you're one of 7, does that come with, I don't know, anything else? Like sometimes it comes with you getting first dibs on, where you're going to live, or first dibs on classes or anything like that. So can you just share, what does it mean to be a trustee scholar at APU?
Well, we don't really get first dibs on the courses that we do want to go into, but I was also admitted to the Honors College, which I will also be doing. So that does help me out and registering for classes early before everyone else. And I also get another $1,000 scholarship on top of what I have already received from the trustees. So that's what helps me a lot.
Fantastic, fantastic. Oh gosh. Okay, well, Mom, do you have anything to add to our parents who are watching? Any advice that you'd offer them before we wrap up?
My advice, start early. Your boot camp really helped. And definitely start early. I know this really helped her a lot because she was stressing out about, senior year and having to start applying and the essays and having to do schoolwork and then volunteering with the Explorers program. So she felt she had a lot to do and was nervous about starting her senior year. So, this boot camp really helped her, in the summer. She started right away, and come school year, she was already done with a lot of things. She had also already started some of her applications. They weren't submitted, but it helped, alleviate some stress, because there's a lot going on your senior year, especially at the beginning. So it just helped her to get organized and really start the process that summer. So, that,
such good advice.
Appreciate the boot camp,
Yeah.
the time, definitely.
Well, it's such good advice, because I think the camps that we offer and really help, not only help students get ahead, but it helps the parents more than anything feel less worried as well. Because of course you're worried that they're, wondering if they're doing everything, getting it all done. So, all right, hang tight with us, Mom and Savannah. I'm going to do a little wrap up and then we'll wave goodbye to all our viewers. Hang on one second. Congratulations to Savannah. We couldn't be more proud of her. And just an invitation for all parents. If you do nothing else, please consider joining us on Facebook at Destination YOUniversity. It's a Facebook group really just for parents who are going through the same exact process with college-bound teens. If you want to learn more about the college admission process, I have this little mini tutorial. It'll tell you all about the process, why the essays are important, and just how many minutes your application gets looked at. You can follow us along on Facebook or Instagram, and I have a number of videos and helpful things for you on YouTube, so you can go there as well. Tomorrow, you're going to meet Steve. Steve is going to be a business major, so he's looking at where he's going to land to be a business major this fall, and he has an interest in entrepreneurship, and he's a major Red Sox fan. want to thank the team, the entire team. It takes a village to make all of this happen. So thank you, team, especially our executive producer, Alexandra, and our producer, Sam, as well. All right. 30 teams, 30 dreams, and 30 destinations. And so far, it has been true. We have not repeated a single destination. So APU now is the 5th different school that our students have been attending. So thank you so much, Savannah and Mom, for all of your support. And everybody has a champion and a believer in their dreams. And you and Dad have served as that for Savannah. So we are honored to have been just a small part of that. So congratulations, Savannah.
Thank you.
Yay.
Congratulations. Thanks so much. You guys have a good rest of the day.
You
Okay,
too.
bye now.
Bye.
Bye.